So we came over and I done a medical, and then the team were up in the Dolomites, like 2 hours away, up in the mountains at their training camp they go to every year. And so the guy, my agent, was kind of like, nah, you'll go home, you're not signed just now, like don't worry about it. Because I was kind of all up in the air, like what's going on. I had not a clue what was going on. And then it was the last day. We had a flight that night, so we went into the headquarters, looked at the contract. It was amazing. I was like, right, we'll sign it. So I signed it, expecting to go home, get my stuff, and then come back over, sit in it. But then I signed it, and they literally were like, right, put me into a taxi, 2 hours up to the mountains, and then that was it. I was there for what, a week and a bit in the mountains, just whole new team, like new language, new place. It was just like, it was a shock to the system, but I think that was the best thing for me, to know, kind of dance around it, just go straight into it, take it head on.
Josh Doig's had a tremendous start to life with Hellas Verona. Moved over there last summer, was immediately out of his comfort zone in the fact that he told me, that he'd never been to Italy, never been really outside the family home. But again, another guy who went into it with exactly the right attitude, thrown himself into the challenge of learning a new language, new culture, the whole kind of cultural side of living and playing in a different country.
I think when I first came over here, it was football-wise, it was like I was just expecting the biggest leap up in standard and everything. But to be fair, I think Scottish football gets a bit of a bad name for the standard they play. But I think it doesn't deserve it, because it was a step up, but it wasn't the biggest step up ever. It was I feel like I adapted to it fairly quickly. Just getting up to the pace of training, my legs struggled a wee bit. I picked up a few niggles, but then my first start I got an assist when I came on against Empoli, and then after that I started against Sampdoria. That was like my first start at home, and I obviously scored the winner, and it's a dream start. You can't really get more than that. And that kind of started it off, the confidence booster to just keep going. But that's definitely a special memory for myself. Keep that for life.
Brilliant pass, and a chance for Doig. He scores, and Verona have turned it around.
It's one of those, and it just falls too perfectly. So a wee bit of panic in it, but it went in with my right foot as well. It was more just praying when I hit it. But then I also have scored, and you'll probably know my mum and dad were in the stand that weekend as well. It was my dad's birthday. So in that corner, they were just sitting right in front of it, so I was just didn't even know what to do. I'd not scored in that long, so celebration was out the window. It's more just do what you want.
Started his stuff right from the start on the pitch. He had goals and assists in his first couple of outings. He's continued that form, playing a little bit higher up than we used to see him in Scotland. He's more of a sort of left wing back than a left back. And despite the fact they've had some flux with coaches coming and going through the season, I think he's on his third manager now, he's remained a focal point of that team. And as we saw, was attracting a lot of interest in January. So clearly that hasn't gone unnoticed by some of the bigger clubs in Italy as well.
Absolutely spot on. Here's another decent cross. Piccoli, Doig at the back post. It's a beautiful strike from Josh Doig.
Josh has been brilliant, one of our best players this season, and instant fans' favourite. Fans love him. They love Scottish players in general, but Josh is just a guy who's only got one direction. Really positive player, playing really offensively, scored a couple of goals, 4 or 5 assists as well. And something always happens, when he gets the ball, there's a wee buzz about the place, because he's just one of those kind of players. They call him Biondo, Blondie, and he's Treno, that's what they call him as well, which is the train, because when he gets the ball, he just goes like a train. So he is getting a bit of a cult following.
The fans have been good to me. The fans are they're all like family. It's such a small city, in the sense it's like Edinburgh like that. Like everyone knows everyone. And as I said, they're just obsessed with Verona, and they're also helpful, and getting nicknames and that. It's always nice to hear, and it's a confidence booster. If you hear people going to Italy, you're going to go to Rome, Milan, places like that. But I feel we've been to everywhere now, visited everywhere, and we still say we would stay nowhere except from Verona, because it's got everything. So I think we've hit the jackpot a wee bit in getting Verona. Fans are like no other fans there. They're absolutely crazy, and the curva surge, when they get going, it's unbelievable. I'd not actually looked up much of the stadium and stuff, but I was just shocked at the size of it. And then when you're inside it seems even bigger.
And obviously when Josh first came into the Hibs team, it was in the COVID season with empty stadiums, and to see the contrast now, you know, every week that Bentigodi is packed out. It's, you know, even when the team haven't been going particularly well, it's a really kind of passionate fan base. They stick behind their team.
It's a great league, you know. It has its ups and downs, but when you think about Juventus, Inter, Milan, and now it's like a golden age almost for Scottish players. There's 4 or 5 or 6 of them, all doing really well.
You know, they're demanding. You know, we've seen various incidents at training grounds and whatnot when they make perfectly clear when they're not happy. But certainly I think 4 or 5 times already this season they voted him their kind of Player of the Week. They have an award online that they kind of give to, even when they've lost, they recognise effort and good individual performances, and he seems to be a regular on that list.
The fans do just live and breathe football here, so you know you can sense it, and they sing from the first minute to the last minute. You know, win or lose, the fans are with you, and it does properly help you through it. That is the end goal. International football. That's, you know, when you're at your peak of your ability, you know you're there because you've been called up. So I think you know, everyone, obviously the 21s just now, I've had a little taste getting a call up. So I absolutely love it. You know, it's time away with boys that are like you know, speak your language, which is different for me now. When I first joined the squad, it was more like a fanboy for the first few days, just being around the players and that. But obviously a few boys in the squad I knew, so that kind of settled me down a wee bit. But I think that was a confidence booster that, like, you know, I'm going in the right direction. You know, playing here is going to give me that opportunity to you know, kind of catch Steve Clarke's eye. So obviously there's a lot in front of me at the moment in the terms of left backs. I think I've kind of known that, but I obviously got a long way to go. 20-year-old moving away from home's a different story in itself. Even if I was still in Edinburgh, moving at your house, you know, not having your mum to do your washing and that, it's a big step in itself. But I think we've kind of dealt with that in the harshest way possible by moving country altogether. So I think that, you know, as again, it's just going right in at the deep end, and you know, you have to mature, and it definitely makes you mature. We're turning the TV to Italian TV, so we're not like, that's what the teachers say, you're not allowed to watch English TV anymore. So that'll be a hardship, but we need to learn it. It's a hard way. Molly being here, the girlfriend, she obviously moved her whole life over here, and it's not easy for her. She had a job at home and that, but she's got into a uni here. But you know, I think without her here, I'd probably go a bit mad, you know, being in the house myself all the time and that. So I think she's been the glue keeping it all together. The initial biggest challenge for us was the language. Yeah. Like it was daunting.
Yeah.
I was useless at it in school.
To come over and like really like immerse ourselves in it and like really try and like make a conscious effort to learn the language.
We gave it a good go.
Oh, we gave it a good go. We're still it's going to
be one or two lessons a week.
Like at Christmas, Josh had to make like a little speech at one of the like Christmas dinners.
That was
and all the fans were like proper proud of him for trying it. They were
trying, we need to trying.
Nah, it was good. Your family is a big part of football, and like having people around you in the stands, like every week me and Josh's family were all there cheering him on. I think that's definitely like such a nice feeling for him and a comfort knowing that we're always going to be here supporting him like the way he's supporting me and what I want to do as well. As soon as he went out to warm up, like me and his mum and his dad were just welling up like I can't believe this is happening, like, and then he started, he's went on and scored a goal. Like I was just bawling my eyes out. Like I was just so proud, like always so proud. It's amazing.
Football's a platform where you can play anywhere in the world, like absolutely anywhere. And I think coming to Italy has just been what an experience. I'd be absolutely gutted if we didn't take this leap, because it is a leap to kind of come here and move your life over here. It's a proper leap, but I've never been happy. I would say that it's like it is a dream come true. Like Verona is the most beautiful place as well. So you know, to say we lived here, and when we're older we'll be able to say we lived in Verona. It's a special thing.